37. Welcome, returning individuals, to number 37. We're going to do things a little differently this time. I am committing to Morgoth's boss replacement, Margit's boss. We're gonna find out who's in there, and I'm gonna do whatever I can do to feel like I can take that on as quickly as possible. Bleed weapon and a good shield, access to miracles, blood flame talon, flame fortification, healing, spirit ashes armor. It's a faith class once again. I feel like I have kind of bad luck with faith classes, but you know, we'll see. Full flame talons, not really a projectile. Flame protection, not super useful. That makes you do less physical damage, so we're just gonna take that off. This is a weapon and shield combo that could beat the game, so maybe it will. You never know. Fightable? Is that Mimic tier? Has to be, right? Definitely don't want it with the weapon that heals allies. Let's get him to transform. Oh, it's Malenia. Look at me min-maxing my items to make Mimic tier free when Malenia is in the arena. Don't I look the fool? It wants to crash. No, it did crash. It took kind of a long time starting up, too. Where am I going to be? Okay. I made it. That was a little dicey, but we're in. I'm actually quite happy with the weapon shield here. 500 runes. This is spear? It is. So can I do this? Ooh. Spear is a unique moveset, so I didn't know. It's gonna let me do that. The second swing comes out really fast in this weapon. It's got a nice bleed component on it. Not every katana in this game has bleed, but all of the weapons they put a vaguely katana shape on that aren't katanas do, to my knowledge. I often find myself wanting to complain about the bleed weapon weirdness. Basically, every weapon should have bleed.
I can also that you're not then wine. I am Carlin.
Hmm. I'm gonna grab this. Nope. We go this way. Ouch. I didn't think I would get sniped like that, but it did no damage. So we're fine. I mean, that could have killed me. It's funny, when the game crashes, it makes everything feel really slow. So I feel like I've been on this attempt for a lot longer than, like, getting to Malenia. But that's not the case. I just had to relaunch the game and go through the titles and all that stuff. Which I just cut out. I cut out all the main menu stuff for the videos because it just doesn't add anything. You're not missing anything out there. I try to edit these things basically just so you don't miss anything. I could fast forward through a lot of the travel, but I'd rather leave the opportunity for you to see things that I might not have even noticed and stuff of that nature. It's the same for this process. You know, I do that every time, and I do it fast forwarded instead of cutting. I could cut it out, you wouldn't miss anything. Except I guess the item from Ranny, the non-bell item. But the first time I fast forwarded it, I got a kick out of the pipsqueak voices. So I figured, it's kind of funny, I'll leave it in, and then... Where does that take you? Is that a Volcano Manor shortcut key? And then it's just kind of become part of my... Oh, okay. It's just kind of become tradition in my editing process to leave it in. Cutting it out would feel weird. I like the idea of keeping these very VOD-like. But I think when the run eventually gets defeated, if and when, I guess I do have a time limit now because of the DLC, but if I beat this, I'll probably edit the winning attempt into a standard challenge run YouTube video type of format. Something that's like 20-30 minutes, maybe 40. Just because I may as well. Not everybody's gonna want to watch the winning attempt, which would probably be like 10 hours. And I'm also thinking about other challenges and or, you know, randomizer enabled fun runs, whatever you want to call them, that I would just fully edit down, cut out everything that isn't me talking or isn't worth showcasing, and then putting that out. But I'm trying to keep up with a one a day. I had to commit to Margit, didn't I? I don't have scaling on in my randomizer, so that's proper end of the game Elden Beast. He's not scaled down to Margit in any way. He's gonna have normal health, normal damage. So now we know what's there. I wanted to scout it and then hit the bare minimum that I would want to fight it. It's Mystery Dragon, some kind of a third thing, and Elden Beast. So at this point, the minimum that I would want to fight it would be an end game character, unfortunately. So this run has now become not too different from every other run. We're gonna go catch the normal checks. I might... You know what? Here's an idea. Let's have this be a little bit more of a collaborative process than it has been. for this one, assuming I don't die literally right now, what I'll do is I will like minimum double speed all of the stuff that happens in every single attempt. And then I will make a point to showcase any notable items that I pick up, anything that has me feeling excited. Probably just skip through all the way up until, I don't know, all these early game item pickups are sort of done. And if that's better, you're like, oh, you should do this in every video, say so. Voice your opinion on it, and I will take it into consideration, because it would actually save me a lot of editing time. One of the things that is difficult is I'm trying to keep up with the daily upload schedule because it's good for YouTube, I guess. And that has made it so that I'm kind of fearing, not fearing, dreading a really long attempt, because it's going to be, it's going to have to have been recorded like several days before it goes up, basically. Because it's going to take me, if it's a 9-hour attempt, it's going to take me like 9 hours to edit. Because I rewatch everything to make sure there's no crazy audio bugs or like earth-shattering issues in the recording or whatever, at the very least. And I don't have the clearest recording environment, so a lot of times I'm cutting out various background sounds and things. And I also edit out a lot of the like sharper voice things that can happen in a microphone. I leave some in because it just happens, you know. I want it to sound natural, but also not completely raw. Because if it's totally raw, it can be pretty uncomfortable to listen to on the ears. So every now and again, I'll make a K sound that's like earth-shatteringly loud. It just happens with natural speech. And I try to tune those down so they don't sound that way. But ooh, is that actually Placidusax targeting me from all the way over there? Crazy aggro range because he's supposed to be able to start fighting you from extremely far away, I guess. Anyway, the point is, I spend more time editing than I spend recording, even though it's like a sort of Let's Play-esque format where it's practically one-to-one. It's like every Let's Player that you're aware of has an editor that does all of this for them, and so they just do a ton of recording and then send it away and it gets made for them. I do not have that liberty. I don't have money to pay an editor. So I have to go through and edit these myself. So when it comes to trimming things down, it saves me editing time actually to cut out massive segments. But to fully edit a video means the recording time is going to take a lot longer than these do. These are really nice because my average attempt is not very long. And that's all fine and good until I get good attempts. And then it's like, ooh, I lose like a day. I have to have like a backlog of other things recorded and edited and ready to upload to not miss a day. And that's kind of my goal right now, is I don't want to miss a day. And I also don't want to totally compromise whatever I'm making in order to not miss a day. And I know I said I would speed up this episode, and now here I am talking about things that I really want to talk about. So we're monologuing instead of speeding it up this time, but in the future I might try. The point is, you know, this is obviously, statistically, you're probably not watching this video when it's a small channel. If you're seeing this video, it's already doing well. But if you are seeing this when it's small, now is the time to be flexible, you know, and say, hey, if this is if there's a better way to do this than I am, I should potentially try, you know? Right now I'm essentially just putting up like soft edited VOD versions of streams that I'm not streaming. And that's a format I really like. It lets me share the vast majority of the process of the run, but still allows me to do things like get rid of the eardrum shattering occasional noise that'll come through, or whatever background sound it is that I want to get rid of because my recording environment is not great. So I don't know. This format's what I landed on to try to do all the things I care about and not suffer with the things that I can't control. And it lends itself to shorter runs. It's like I should be challenge running a game that you can beat in 30 minutes or something. But I'm not good at any games that I'm aware of that work that way. So it's a bit of a dance that I'm doing right now, and it's been kind of tricky. I haven't missed a day yet. But I also, you know, haven't beaten a run yet. So there's some give and take. Oh, well, it's Dragon Town up here. Does video game want to put a dragon on the Rockview balcony branch? Or a magma worm? This is where it could die anytime, so 2743 in the bottom right. Let's see what happens. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm not set on this being the format of every video that I ever make. Really at all. And I'd like to sort of diversify, but it's hard because I don't have money to buy new games or, you know, have an editor or anything of that nature. So I'm sort of just trapped with Elden Ring for a while, and there's tons of things you can do with Elden Ring, so it's fine, especially with the randomizer. Alright, looks like we got like a net 70 runes from our balcony, so that's rough. That would probably dramatically improve if I took wildlife out. Speaking of wildlife, one of the runs I'm thinking about is just a hunting run where I do bow only and turn every single thing in the entire game into wildlife. And then I would obviously first try that. Nothing can fight back. So I'm not really sure what the point of that would be. It would probably just be 4 or 5 hours of shooting wildlife until the credits roll. It's like, I don't know. Do I use 5 hours of recording time on that? What would I even say? You know, as it goes on, what does that commentary develop into over the course of the run? How many hunting jokes do I have? Do I have one for every required boss? I don't think so. I don't even know if I have one at all. So is there any reason to do that? Like, probably not. It's a funny thing you can do with the randomizer, but the problem would be that there's no scaling or development sort of in the process of that run. Any arrow in the game will one-shot any wild creature in the game. There'd be no reason to put points into health or stamina. And scaling damage would also not do anything, because 4 out of 10, because you're going to one-shot everything anyway. It's like, where do you even put the points for the extreme amount of runes? Maybe I don't level, and the only thing I spend runes on is arrows. But then why use a bow? The joke is hunting, going bow hunting. Is that a 5-hour long joke? I don't think so. So you know what? This is actually a good chance. I should throw this out there. Do you have a run idea that you would like to see? If it's something I can do with the randomizer, I will at least make one episode out of it. Why not? If it's fun, I'll try to beat it. Consider run requests open. If you've got a challenge or some bizarro idea that you want to see, make a comment, throw it down in the comment section. You know the deal. You know how YouTube works. And I will at least record giving it a try. If it sucks, I'll tell you it sucks in the video. But I'll make a video out of it. Why not? As long as it's something I can do. If it's something I can't do, then I would potentially just reply in the comments saying I don't think I can do that. Meaning, like it needs a mod I don't have, or I'm not able to, you know. Oh, the run would take 50 hours and something like that. It doesn't have to be hardcore. It doesn't need to be like extremely difficult. It can just be something silly that you'd be interested in seeing, or, you know. I think a lot of people have Elden Ring on console, and so they can't mod it. So they just kind of want to see things showcased. I'll do that. Do you want to see the bow only, peaceful wildlife only run where I just shoot harmless animals for an entire playthrough? I don't know. Tell me. Why not? You're here on this platform where you can communicate to me. You got an idea that you've wanted to see someone try? It can be extremely hard. I'll give it a go. Like I said, if it's fun, I might even commit many episodes to trying to beat it. I'll even make a point to credit it as your idea, you know? If it's something that gets suggested that I give a go. Say, oh yeah, it's your such and such. You know, if your name's like John Wilson 35 would be like, oh, John Wilson 35's idea was to do this, that, and the other thing. Let's see if it sucks, you know? Why not? Why not? I'll guinea pig a few test ideas. And maybe we'll get a really interesting run going. Why should I rely exclusively on myself and things that I've seen to come up with run ideas? Don't see any need. I'm here on a platform putting out videos into the ether where somebody could see it. May as well take advantage of that. 40K. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Just need a moment to remind myself of where I was at. I had to stop yesterday. And now it is today. Okay. Do I have gold feats? I got one. Okay, before I decide to use it on Grail, let's see what the Garrock boss is. The mission statement for this one was hit the bare minimum that I would feel comfortable fighting the market replacement, and then it's Elden Beast. So the mission statement is shifted to beat the game, which is sort of what it was before. Godskin, Apostle, 2 clean rots, and a dragon. I think Apostle and the clean rots will be able to walk right through this doorway. So it's not going to be cheesable. Not cheesable. Means I'm not doing it early, basically. I should be able to poison breath those guys. Poison spray, poison whatever. Poison mist, poison spray, poison breath. I feel like that ability has been called one of those things throughout Souls games forever. But you know the one. The poison cloud, mist, breath, spray. If I can get that, I can probably poison both of the clean rods. And I think Apostle as well.
Well, there's been an how can I help?
So that's +8. Sure is. I think I stick to mine though. This is a good one. I'm also pretty sure that I'm holding a standard weapon, so. Yeah, okay. Sometimes this guy can be cheesable by walking to the little branches that are next to him. Let's have a glance. Have to be careful approaching this because the enemies here are very numerous. Guess worst case scenario, I will run out onto the branch. And hope that they kill themselves. It's Malenia. It's Renala phase 2. That was scary. So, do I have range? I do. In the form of this bow, which puts me on a fat load. If I pull Renala phase 2, I die. But I feel like I could get Malenia to fall. Is this possible? Okay. I feel much safer right here. And I'm sure it'd be possible to stand on that, but I just don't want to risk it. Still can't see. Oh, it's a Black Knife Assassin. Do not want to lose aggro here. Oh no. Okay, I hit her foot. Presumably she wants to continue coming this direction to fight me. Does she not come out on this branch at all? Maybe she lost track of me. Pretty sure her sword will break these for me. And I can't break them. So I just... Oh. Okay. Alright, she's coming. Yep. This looks promising. And I'm also very concerned. If it's waterfowl, I don't know what's gonna happen. I might even be in range of just a regular sword swing. Oh god. She warped back. Oh, I hit the Black Knife Assassin this time. Oh god. This is really stupid. I'm like tunnel visioning over what I'm doing and I'm not thinking about surviving the run. What happened? Did she fall? She's gone. Oh, she warped back. Okay. This should aggro all three, right? I'm so close. No, I got stuck. I tried to jump. I pressed the X button. I had 44,000 runes on me. What am I doing?